Okay, in rugby league news, yet another player has failed a drugs test for cocaine. His name is Thomas Minns. He was playing for Hull KR at the time. He was caught last March after a loss to Huddersfield. Um, he was released by Hull KR in the summer, in June, July time, and he's been given a 16-month ban, backdated. So he'll be available to play again in July this year, I think July the 14th. This is not we've seen a litany of rugby league players, both here in the Super League structure and over in Australia in the NRL structure, getting caught doing cocaine, be it not by the testers but by the police, or by the testers. We saw it with Zach Hardacre, Ranky Chase, Nathan Wakefield. There's been a lot in England. We've got Kevin Proctor, Sean Kenny-Dowell, Jesse Bromwich. The list goes on, and it's showing an issue within the game. Now, Thomas Minns did admit his mother had passed away shortly before, and he wasn't coping very well. So that also highlights an issue of player welfare to deal with depression and outside of sport issues, so welfare issues. That may be a mitigating circumstance because he could have got a 2-year ban. He got 16 months. So there's some mitigating circumstances there. But it's a worrying trend in rugby league that cocaine is being regularly abused, be it recreationally or in this case because a player had suffered a personal loss and wasn't coping with it very well, and wasn't given the support necessary to get through that difficult period in his personal life, and chose to go down the self-medication route, which a lot of people have done. And I'm not judging him for that, but there is an issue within the game of drug misuse. And recreational drug misuse, primarily cocaine, but we've also seen MDMA, so ecstasy, we've seen marijuana, cannabis. We understand that cannabis oil is legal, but mainstream cannabis isn't. And there's a whole host of arguments for legalising drugs and regulating them and making them safe, but this is yet another top-level professional caught using cocaine in the space of a year and a half. There is a worrying trend within the sport, and it's not going away, and I don't think the sport is tackling it properly. They need both the Super League structure and the NRL clubs. They need to sit down at some point and come up with an action plan to either give the support players need when they are suffering with mental health or depression, or they've had a family bereavement, or there are issues out of the game for them that they're struggling with. They need to give them that support network for their welfare, but also they need to find out why it's such a common recreational drug that is misused by top-level rugby league players. He's got a 16-month ban. He's out of contract. He's available to be signed in the summer. Whether a club is willing to take a chance on him, we saw it with Zach Hardacre. Wigan were willing to take a chance on Zach Hardacre, so there's a possibility a club could pick him up. But this issue isn't going away. So many high-profile players. I mean, Thomas Minns isn't the highest-profile player, but he's played in the Championship, in the Super League. He's a professional. He's playing at the top level, and it's another stain on the game. And do I feel sympathy for him? Yes. With a bereavement, yes. There are other ways that there should have been more support for him, and that falls on Hull KR and the Super League for failing him in the first place. The fact that he decided to take drugs is on him, and so the sympathy is limited. But I do feel sympathy for him. He's not the first high-profile athlete to use recreational drugs as self-medication after a bereavement, and a sudden bereavement at that. Jake Livermore, as a football player, is one. But the fact that it's so easily available and it's a worrying trend in the sport needs to start tackling it in some way, shape or form. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe, place your comments below, and I will have some more videos for you soon.